And good evening. Welcome in. This is the company. I am B. Lenny. We got Nick, Rich, Mobile along with me. We have some things we want to talk to you about tonight. So hopefully you can come in, sit down, have a seat, pay attention to what's going on, and participate if you may, or if you can. It's been another week. Today is January 16th. We are already at the midpoint of January. This month has flown by just like the ones before. Just seems like a little faster. Just seems a little faster. That's all. So everybody had a good week. Anybody had anything that they ran into this week that they wanted to bring up and present to the company here? Not really.
No, I'm good.
No, not really.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy anyway.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, I will say it's my wife. She just started a new job, so that's a thing.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. So I guess everybody's getting ready for inauguration day, which is going to be Monday. And everybody knows
that just sucks.
Yeah. So
All I can say, that just sucks.
so Monday is MLK Day. I don't know how to feel about it. But what were you about to say, Mo?
Yeah, because it almost feels as if the president elect, is trying to steal another moment from Black America. That's what it feels like. Because you cannot tell me that you couldn't have picked any other day to do this.
Yeah,
isn't January 20th like the day that actually it has to be that day though?
I think so.
Yeah,
I hope it's more so of that than, and it just so happens that it just fell on MLK Day, but yeah, that it just feels like you really trying to just
kind of feels targeted.
It does.
Yeah, it is because January 20th is the day. It's a unfortunate coincidence, but
yeah. I mean, he could have done the 19th. Just don't.
No, he can't. No, he cannot, because in the way that the U.S. laws work, it is the 20th. Like it is the 20th. It's the 20th unless the 20th falls on the Sunday, and then it's the 21st.
That's correct.
Yeah. So the schedule of events goes as follows. Saturday is going to be the reception and fireworks, and then the cabinet reception and vice president's dinner. Sunday is going to be the Arlington National Cemetery ceremony, the Make America Great Again victory rally, candlelight dinner, and Monday is going to be the services at the church, St. John's. Then it's going to be tea at the White House, swearing in ceremony, farewell to the former president and vice president, Capitol departure ceremony, president signing room ceremony, JCCIC congressional luncheon, president's review of the troops, presidential parade, Oval Office signing ceremony at the White House, commander-in-chief ball, Liberty inaugural ball, and the Starlight Ball. And then Tuesday is going to be the National Prayer Service. So,
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, they have a whole list of things going on.
I just wish he could have done any other day, but that day. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Like if MLK Day was a specific day, that's the only way it could happen. But since this is like the third Monday in January, it's not a set day. It just so happened that
happens to fall on that day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, if you're in Washington during this whole thing, be safe, have fun. I don't even think I'm going to watch it. I don't want to seem like I'm un-American, like I don't care about the entire process or anything like that. But
his whole
this guy, this fucking.
Hey, you know what? We can honestly say one thing that as we all know, representation matters. So now felons can be a part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you, in the truest sense of the word, now anyone can become president.
Mhm.
So I mean, I say that, I mean, in jest in one way, but that also does mean that there are people who may have had a troubled past that might actually have a shot now.
Mhm.
As
Well,
terrible as this sounds.
Well,
well,
those
I would
laws
probably
would
still,
be.
I would still say those of the lighter complexion
I mean,
with those
now, you know,
indiscretions.
there is truth in that statement, but you know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
Leave
right
it
after
at
this, those laws will be changed so this never happens
Hey,
again. Right after this.
Brian, share this photo, because this is what Rich was just talking about. Share this photo that with those who could view, and let's read it out loud so everybody could actually understand what's going on with that one.
All
Because
right, hold on. Let's
that hit when what Rich just said. I had that in the chamber just waiting for a moment.
oh yeah,
He said,
Mhm.
Chamber
Please.
he said, if you can be a felon and be president, they need to remove felon off all job applications, rental applications, and professional certifications. Oh man. If the highest position in the land can be taken by a felon, all positions should follow suit.
Boom.
I would have to agree.
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I was just holding that in the chamber. I'm like, man, it's going to come in handy one day.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that, because none of that should matter now. That is, it would behoove us to say that is a that character element should no longer play a part in a professional setting.
Yeah.
Because apparently it doesn't really matter anymore. You know, and I think that's fair. Yes, fair enough.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
It's wild times, man.
Yeah, this is unprecedented.
I appreciate you enunciating that.
Yeah, I try. But yeah, so now we found out who's performing at the inauguration.
Woohoo!
Apparently, Carrie Underwood is performing, and the Village People have been asked to perform.
Yeah, I heard the Village People. That kind of threw me all the way off.
Yeah, that's just that's
like, is that when we need just a little bit?
Nick, you dumb.
It's weird to me. It is weird. It's a very weird thing to do.
Yeah, but I mean, you remember YMCA was like one of like Trump's anthems?
Was it?
So yeah.
Oh,
because he would do that, like, you know, his
pause.
He would do his little, yeah, there you go. He would do his little dance, and yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that's what that's gonna be.
I don't want to say this. It is very interesting that they are bringing in a group that typically has a lot of, you know, LGBT connotations behind it as a part of this crowd. Like it's not, you know, for any other group wouldn't matter, right? But this is like the crowd that's like staunch, like anything that even remotely goes that side of the fence. You know,
is a big no.
Yeah, so this is again unprecedented.
The times we are in.
You're right.
Yeah. But that's what's going on Monday. So along when you're going on your MLK walks and marches and things like that, this will be happening.
It just feels so wrong to even say that. Like, we're gonna have a march for Martin Luther King, but you know, meanwhile in DC, guys getting
right. Like that's what I'm saying. Because think about all of the things that would have potentially taken place on that day for that march.
Man, you don't understand. If that was Kamala had a great shot,
right?
It would have been. That would. What I tell you, that just would have been hurt. Man, that
right.
Talk about a fumble. That was big fumble.
Yeah.
She would have had the whole nation paying attention.
Right.
Boy,
Whole world paying attention, not just
Mhm.
us, not the nation.
Yeah, they do have a theme as well. Our enduring democracy, a constitutional promise.
what?
That's the theme of the inauguration this year. So, yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's happening. The inauguration is Monday. Everybody has a 3-day weekend. So we're going, I guess, use your time wisely. That's all.
I just know he's going to spend that MLK Day to benefit him. I just know it.
I really just hope it doesn't come out his mouth at all.
Good luck.
But
with
it
that.
will.
Yeah,
Like, it has to.
I know.
But
I know.
if we know this is the same guy who was in office, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, there will be a statement or a comment because he has to.
Yeah.
Because he's
Can't
going
help
to create some proclamation because he's president.
Mhm.
Like, it will, not might, will happen.
Yeah. Oh well. So, and he's not without already creating separation within people, and he's not even in the White House yet.
Right.
So it's going to be an interesting 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
This
How old
dig
is
your
Trump?
hole.
Was he? Is he 78?
70 old. Yeah, that's what I 70 old.
How old is Donald? Yeah, 78.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, let me stop mumbling over this. But yeah, that's happening. That's happening. In other news, Rich brought up something he wanted to talk about, the Drake lawsuit. So if you wanted to touch on that a little bit, give us a little background, and we'll jump on it.
All right. So I'm sure y'all remember like a few weeks ago that there was a petition that was filed because everybody used the term lawsuit, but there was a petition that was filed that Drake versus UMG, Universal Music Group, to, based on the fact that they were providing additional streams for Not Like Us over, across multiple platforms. And of course, in most cases you would think that this is just gonna go away, not gonna be a thing. Well, apparently Paperwork Poppy has gone into full effect now because my man like went ahead and dropped an actual lawsuit claiming damages based on the terms that were used inside of that song. So I don't know about y'all, but I don't think to this day, like there have been some salacious things that have been said about people in diss tracks.
Yeah.
But to this day, I don't think anyone's been sued for it.
I don't think so.
So I'll be honest with you. Like I think at this, I'm really interested to see like what this does. So there are a couple things, right? One, any thoughts about this lawsuit? And then two, what do you think this is going to do for his career going forward? Because he's legitimately put a lawsuit on wax, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Are you talking about like, has anyone really ever been sued for a diss record? Not that I recall. Now, not to defend Jimmy, because I don't care about Jimmy at all. How has there really been a diss where someone said your favorite chord is A minor? Really insinuating, I don't know. I can't think of someone really insinuating.
No.
So,
not to my knowledge.
That'd be the only thing as far as
that's actually and Nick, you're exactly right, because they're really focusing on the fact that he's been called, he engages with children
Mhm.
in a
That's the basis
So-
of the entire thing, I believe.
that and then the streams, like all of the damages that are associated with it.
The term that they're using says Drake's legal team said UMG used its resources to elevate a dangerous and inflammatory message that was designed to assassinate Drake's character.
I mean, it worked.
Well, he does that all the time anyway. But if we're talking about the music, but yeah, I would just say
Nicky's stupid.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure it's this pot thing. I mean, like, bro, you legit did this to Meek Mill. Meek Mill just is a street dude. He's not going to go, well, you hurt my career because you said XYZ. Meek Mill just dropped the whole thing. Like, all right, cool, you won. All right, keep the party. Now, Aubrey wants to actually take it a step further and actually, instead of him just deading it by not responding, say, all right, cool, you won. He wants to go take the low road, because this is the low road that you want to pull out. Who's that? Oh, yeah, he wants to take the low road by actually doing a lawsuit.
Yeah,
against the label that he's actually under. That's probably the dumb, for me. That's the dumbest thing to do.
Yeah, they're under the same label but different divisions. Drake is under Republic Records and Lamar is under Interscope.
Right,
they're both UMG.
Still suing the person that pays you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like what kind of sense does that make?
It's essentially biting the hand that feeds you.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what he's doing.
So yeah, so again, notwithstanding that one specific kind of reference that he said, I mean, as far as what's it gonna do for his career, I can tell you this, nothing good.
Is his career already damaged from the entire thing anyway, though?
No,
I think he keeps digging a bigger hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
I think
bigger and deeper hole. Excuse me.
I think if you are a diehard fan, whoever these people are, if you're a diehard fan supporter, that's not going to change.
No,
if
it won't.
If you're not one of those, if you're in the middle, yeah, I can see it affecting it, because I mean, to me, the beef array alone, you lost credibility. This year, like I said, it's not going to do anything good for you. How worse it's going to make things? I just think it's going to depend on how big of a fan of Jimmy are you. Are you a diehard fan? Then you're not going to care.
Yeah.
If you are kind of on the fence or just kind of fair weather, then sure, probably won't be.
Well,
I mean, he's still going to stream to some degree. Again, he ain't going to get no money from me because I don't support him.
Yeah. But that's his best way of actually becoming relevant again, bro. You gotta just put out music, and then it got to be so good that you make people forget what happened with that Kendrick situation. That's all you got to do.
And I think the lawsuit is keeping the attention to it.
Right. Yeah, that's what it did.
Yeah. And let's not forget, Kendrick's gonna be performing at the Super Bowl, so we already know he's gonna have something for him for Super Bowl.
I do wonder if he's gonna play that song though. Now that
he has no choice.
You see what I'm saying? Because now that the suit is out, I wonder if he's gonna actually play that song. He might play the instrumental. The instrumental might play, but I don't think he'll actually say the words. Well,
he may, maybe he just like self edits a couple of lines here and there. But I mean, if it's me, man, I'm starting Super Bowl off with that song.
Yeah, the song has to be played.
I'm just cutting it to the chase. I'm going straight for the throat. Just play the song. Right there.
And I don't
let Lil Jimmy know right now, I ain't messing around.
Well, what's the point of the lawsuit? Does he want to cease and desist? Does he want financial?
It would have made more sense for a cease and desist, but obviously he doesn't want that. So the question is, what's the point of
it? He lost and he's salty and he thinks he's got a shot. But also, it's like rumored that he's like up for contract renegotiation.
Yeah,
so that's like been part of it too. But of course, that's something that we don't know. But to the average person who not knowing that other detail, if there's a financial element to this, the reality is it looks like he just lost and he's salty about it. Which, I mean,
yeah,
bro, you lost. I mean,
Yeah.
people have been,
People have lost
You've
battles
been-
for years.
yeah, like
And I don't think anybody's on his side. Like all the articles I'm seeing is calling the lawsuit illogical. I'm seeing headlines saying it's not hip hop. So I don't think anybody's really on his side with this lawsuit. And
I think
go
go ahead, Brian.
No, I just think it's going to damage him more in the long run.
I think to his fan base it will, but what he's probably looking at it more like, hey, well, this person wrote this track, and in order for me to maintain my reputation, because it's probably, think about it, right? Like, not only now is it that you're getting streamed less, ads, advertisements for businesses, areas where you perform, all of those things are starting to dry up. So he is hurting his pocket. And now it's like, hey, we need to stop this thing from being a thing.
Yeah.
So what he's trying to do is, it looks like he's trying to get his reputation back. But in this space, he's not gonna be able to do that by filing a lawsuit because you lost a diss battle.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean,
his reputation is already shot.
I'm
like pretty much what Mobile said. The best thing is to make music to try to get people to forget about, or that just
I would agree,
so far away, because his reputation is. I'm sorry, is you can't put the toothpaste back in. It's already out there.
Yeah,
you can't put that.
Never go there. But yeah,
I mean,
I was just looking to
just
see.
done.
I was just looking to see if anybody has ever started a lawsuit over a diss track, and I'm not finding anything.
I don't think anyone has.
I'll put it this way: if Jay-Z didn't sue Nas over Ether, there's no need to sue.
Because he.
Well, to be fair though, what did Nas lie about? Nothing.
And that's.
I mean, Jay-Z got murdered on his own shit. That's not a lie.
No, he did. He absolutely did.
But we won't go there. I believe that part alone. We'll carry on though. But.
That line resonates to this day. It's like, because it was like Renegade was a hard song, but M killed it. Jay-Z's like, Jay-Z's verse is all right, but
there's still people. There are people that
recycled lyrics though. That's the thing.
There are people that still argue over that, whether M did kill Jay on that track.
There's no argument. There's no argument. He got killed.
No, there's not.
And to think about it, the song originally was Eminem and Royce, so it wasn't even like Jay-Z and M did the song together. So him and his verses already been out there, and then you still came out with that rudimentary bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, I got triggered. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm back.
It's fine.
No, I get it. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this is just a different world of hip hop we're living in right now.
Yeah, but no, he's not. There's no, like, how can you? He can never be seen as a legitimate artist in this type of realm ever again. Like he cannot go. He cannot have a rap battle with anyone and be taken seriously from this point forward. Like, that's it. He's done.
Because it's always going to be better watch you. Just
say, well, I might get sued.
He gonna sue you. He gonna sue you.
I mean, think about this. Man wrote effectively a diss track against a basketball player, so he's now having targets that can't respond back.
Yeah, I still haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah,
has anybody listened to the LeBron thing?
I have, and I only listened to like 30 seconds of it. One, it sounded like, this is the weirdest thing about it, is it sounded like he recorded it in a bathroom. First, and it just yeah, like it, I don't know if it was intentionally mixed to sound that way, but it just sounds like he was recording it like he was, like it was shower thoughts almost, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like it was really saying anything. It just sounded like he was butthurt because his friend, was like, you still you rock with the other dude, and I don't appreciate that. It's like, well, he made better music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is rap beef has changed tremendously
Just like, because of it.
That is a fact.
over the last decade or
like,
so.
This is libel.
Exactly. Like, really? You said so. He said something you didn't like, so you're bringing the lawyers in.
You will. He can never live this down. Like that whole street persona that he's trying to have, and now you brought lawyers in. You did the most like Karen-ish thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell him to stop talking about me.
Exactly, Brian.
That's what he did.
Exactly what happened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we need to chill out talking about him before he fucking sue us.
Sue us. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brian. What's the next subject, everybody? Yeah. The thoughts and comments made by the company podcast are not a true reflection on the character of Aubrey Graham. We do not know this guy.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Of course.
Yes,
man.
of course.
Needed that. Yes.
Aubrey.
Needed that.
Aubrey.
But it is entertaining. I mean, it's something to watch while it happens. It does keep your eyes on it. I'm honestly surprised this is still going on for this long.
I think that's the scary part too, because it's almost like it's like every time it dies down, something else about the like even through the course of the beef itself, with the exception of like Meet the Grams having a 30-minute like layover. Pretty much it's like whenever things kind of start to get quiet, something comes back up. And it's never good for Drake. Every time.
No. It always ends badly for him.
I mean, he did ask Kendrick to drop. And he did. And then Drake dropped the lawsuit. So I was like, all right.
I don't think he meant that, but
yeah.
Hilarious. Like I still want to know what he's suing for. Like, is he suing for money, like finances?
I really want to know. I really do.
I'm not seeing it in any of the articles I'm looking for.
You can pull the lawsuit, I'm sure. It's public record.
Well, what are you looking for? Just to stop the record play? Like
stop talking about me.
Never say my name again. Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, if anything, depends. I mean, if it's him versus the record label can win by actually bleeding him dry.
I was gonna say, they
like you're not gonna win that.
They sign your check,
right? Like, you're not gonna win that. So why would you want to actually bark up that? That's one of them barking at the moon situations, bro. They don't care. They so far out of your league, but you want to sit there and want to bark up at them because you didn't like something. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. By the time your money gets to their level, you will not have any more left.
Right.
So now
the lawsuit.
Now you got to drop the lawsuit because you ain't got no money left, and they're going to drop you.
Oh,
that's the crazy thing. They could drop him if he don't make any new music.
Right.
From ABC News, Eyewitness News says the lawsuit alleges that Not Like Us is intended to convey a specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal pedophile and to suggest that the public should resort to vigilante justice in response.
Bro, y'all too quick with these. I didn't know you. Okay, Rich. All right, you win. Yeah, I didn't know you changed your avatar to R. Kelly there. Yeah, yeah, y'all are really quick with that.
Yeah, so that is the basis of it. It's the pedophile thing that they're pushing.
Yeah, no.
So they just want to. So he just wants them to pull the record because it
incites violence, apparently.
Yeah.
On his end,
You got people wanting to kill me because of what you said.
Okay.
But
they already said it.
yeah.
It's already out there. Man, let's not act like you didn't have OVO goons pressing up on somebody because
thank you, sir.
Like, come on, man. Let's not do this. I know who exactly he did it to. I can't. It's not coming to the top of my head right now. But he had his OVO goons pressing. Who did they press? Damn,
I forgot who it was, but I know exactly. I remember the situation when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's escaping me right now. But yeah, let's not do that, brother.
That's not the game he plays, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wants him to be pulled from the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know how big this lawsuit has to be in order for that to happen.
I said, so you want it to affect Kendrick's pocket as much as it affects yours. That's
pretty much what it seems like it's going to be.
Pretty much. Oh man, this happens in orange this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the day, you know, you should have won the battle. that's the bottom line. You picked the fight, and when you picked the fight, you lost.
Do you think if he had just come up with some flame shit and buried Kendrick, he would even be trying to sue right now?
No,
it's a matter of who won. If he won the battle, he wouldn't have no issues. He wouldn't have said
thank
nothing.
you. He wouldn't have said anything. It would have been like, you know, Drake is the greatest rapper alive. Yeah, he would have. Yeah. And I think Mobiles gets back to your original point. If he would have just made better music, and if even he does that now, people forget about all of this.
Yeah,
but no, he just got to drop the most fire album of 2025. That's all he had to do.
I don't see that happening.
That's like an oxymoron.
It's impossible.
I don't.
We only in January.
I think this entire thing is so ingrained in his head right now. Like he's dreaming about it. His career is affected, and he's doing the one affecting
it. You got 346 days to actually put something out there to make people forget.
Did you count the days that already passed?
It's only 16 of them.
Fair enough. that math, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have just dropped something that was worth a damn, we probably wouldn't be talking about this, but he's not going to because his ghostwriters probably don't want to work with him now either.
No, because his ghostwriters are under UMG and they working with other artists that are probably in Kendrick's camp. Boy, you just screwed yourself. Damn.
The more you think about it, the
more you think about it, the more you see he screwed himself.
He made Kendrick Lamar, and it's like I don't know if that was the true. I mean, I think it was like partially the intention, but like at this level, I don't think I don't think Kendrick thought it would have gone this far. But man, because think about it, he's not suing Kendrick. That's the thing about it. He's suing everybody else. But the person that actually
did it,
thank you, because he wrote the track, but he's gonna sue the record label that had the track published.
Yeah,
so it's like he's suing mommy and daddy for the son's actions.
You got your ass beat at work, so you suing your boss.
Like when you put, I mean, it makes him look even softer than tissue, man. Like, come on.
Well, we shall see what happens with this entire thing. Let's talk about some food. Let's talk about.
Hey,
Let's talk about some lists.
Mobile has put a topic. Mobile has put a topic in here saying 10 healthiest and unhealthiest fast food sandwiches.
Really?
Is there a link or anything that I need to use for this?
Well, I'm gonna share the photo, but yes, there is a link. Of course, that they talked about. But essentially the photos describe.
The photo is what it is. Okay.
Yeah, the photo was in the link too. So
All right,
it was rather interesting reading what was the 10 healthiest and what was unhealthy.
That's
interesting.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
And granted, this is 2025, so we just started. You might want to get on your health kick,
Nah, we're already past Quitters Day, so we're good.
Yeah. All right, so the 10 healthiest fast food sandwiches as opposed to the 10 unhealthiest fast food sandwiches. Number 1 for the healthiest is the sourdough.
I would say start from the bottom, work your way up.
Start from the bottom. Okay.
Start from the bottom. Hey, starting from the bottom.
Started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Number
cool.
10.
For those that was a Jimmy reference, a Drake reference. For those that did not know.
Number 10 for the healthiest fast food sandwiches is engineer sandwich at Firehouse Subs.
What in the world is that?
I don't know what that is. Number 9
that one I'm not familiar with. I want to see
number
it.
9 is the classic chicken sandwich at KFC.
Never had it.
Number 8 is the grilled chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. Number 7, the hero sandwich at Firehouse Subs. Number 6, the Chick-fil-A sandwich at Chick-fil-A. I guess that's the number 1.
Go.
It's the original. OG. That's OG.
It's not even in the top 5 though. So I mean,
Rich, don't do that. Rich, don't do that. Don't do that.
Number 5, the Asiago Ranch Classic Chicken Club at Wendy's.
Hold on a second, Brian. The fact that it's on the top 10 is all I need to know. Rich, don't do that. Continue, Brian.
Okay.
I'm not here for this libel.
Number 4 is the deluxe sandwich at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has 1, 2, 3.
That's
3
3. Yeah,
that's
3. 3 in the top.
Number 3 is the Cajun chicken sandwich at Firehouse Sub. Number 2, the New York steamer sandwich at Firehouse Sub, and the number 1 sourdough grilled chicken club sandwich at Jack in the Box. We don't have a Jack in the Box here.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm like,
the only one I remember was in Rock Hill.
I was gonna say that's the one I remember seeing.
And that's if it's in Rock Hill. That means it's on the border between South Carolina and Charlotte. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's literally on the interstate going there. Yeah.
So the 10 unhealthiest fast food sandwiches. Number 10, Jumbo Jack Cheeseburger at Jack in the Box. You see how we flip from chicken sandwiches to just burgers now?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
number 9 is the Whopper sandwich from Burger King.
With cheese.
Number 8 is the Big Mac from McDonald's. Number 7 is the meatball marinara at Subway.
Man, I ain't gonna front. That would surprise me because I swear I thought that was somewhat good, but apparently it's not. Well, at least not the Subway version. But I used to do that.
Yeah, it's a meatball sub. It's a burger. It's a burger.
Brian's right.
Yeah. Number 6, the chicken junior sandwich at Burger King. Number 5, the crispy grilled cheese on sourdough at Starbucks. Wow, Starbucks hit the list.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Number 4, the chicken sandwich classic at Popeyes. Number 3, the original chicken sandwich from Burger King.
I hate that sandwich, to be honest.
And number 2, the classic smash jack at Jack in the Box. Don't know what that is. And then number 1, the big fish sandwich at Burger King. I thought fish sandwiches were the healthiest you can do.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently,
if that's at the top, I do wonder. Let's see. Man, I have questions.
I've read that they nuke the fish sandwich because apparently people don't order them all the time at these places. Because apparently these are fast food. Again, these are fast food.
Made to order. They got to be made to order.
Yeah. So if they make them and then they just sit them under a heat lamp and they just sit there until somebody orders one, well, shit, I guess that does make it somewhat bad, right?
I guess. I mean, what did I do?
You hit escape.
Yeah,
you escape.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there we go.
Bring back. No one.
Okay, there we go.
Glad nobody said anything in the.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all podcast. Puppets. Yeah. On one side, it's a lot more burger meat. On the unhealthiest sandwiches. The Jack in the Box cheeseburger, the Whopper sandwich, the Big Mac, the meatball marinara. The rest, Clash of Smash Jack. I guess that's a burger as well.
All right, so let's do a count, right? Burger
That's what I'm
King
getting to.
on the unhealthiest side, Burger King has pretty much half of the list almost.
1, 2, 3.
They got 1, 3, 6, 9.
9.
Yeah, 1, 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. That
So
Whopper good though. That Whopper
Burger
be
King.
slamming though. You just
Ain't
can't
nothing good at
fucking
Burger King.
find a Burger King. You said there's nothing good at Burger King?
Apparently, there's nothing good at Burger King though.
Yeah, because you can't.
Nothing
Because
good
like,
for you. Nothing good
Yeah,
for you.
I think
Yeah,
Brian's
nothing
right.
healthy.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Man.
And being that the Whopper sandwich is 9 means it's not that bad for you.
Yeah, probably. In other words, a Whopper and a Big Mac could probably switch itself.
Yeah.
If you it's likely on those two is the sauce. That's because like
there's no sauce on the Whopper.
Mayonnaise.
I don't get mayonnaise on my burgers. That's fucking
Good man, Brian. Good man.
Horrible.
Yeah, mayonnaise is disgusting.
Mayonnaise on a burger. Mayonnaise on anything is disgusting.
Yeah,
I challenge that.
On
all right
basis.
Have you ever used mayonnaise to make a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah, it's nasty. Ew, I can't do it.
No.
Not
Not to actually put in between the bread, but to use as the actual fat to grill it. Like use mayonnaise.
That's number 1 on the list for unhealthy shit now. You slathering your grilled cheese in mayonnaise.
Instead of using melted butter.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rich. I have heard and I've seen. Listen, you can see
I've heard of that.
It's a crispy brown.
Don't knock it till you try it. Like
yeah, but I've heard it was good.
But to be honest with you, that's the only reason why I really use mayonnaise.
You'll never find mayonnaise in my refrigerator.
It is because all you need is a fat to like brown anything, right? So you use mayonnaise. Like if you ever need to toast a bun, use mayonnaise. Don't use butter. Try it.
Mayonnaise and Miracle Whip. I know they're 2 different things, but they're in the same bucket with me.
Yeah, they are in the same bucket.
But if you tell me somebody does mayonnaise on their Texas toast, I'm a flip. I'm like, nah, don't do that. That was
mayonnaise is just. I've never been a fan. I hate when I go to restaurants and they put the cup of mayonnaise on the table, and it just shakes like Jello. I'm like, move it, get it off the table.
All right, bro.
I can't do it.
I mean, I don't like mayonnaise myself. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never had like some things that are mayonnaise based, but just to just have mayonnaise.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point to it. It's disgusting.
Man, I'm looking at that list. I'm still looking at that list. That is,
well, it's a wild list because like I don't know.
Bro, why'd you take it down?
Let me ask y'all this, show. What'd you say about Popeye? So I had to go with for a second. What'd you say about number 4, the Popeye's chicken sandwich?
And which chicken sandwich are they talking about? Are you talking about the famous chicken sandwich that everybody was getting?
Yeah, the one that people were literally dying for.
What'd you say about that?
That shit's delicious.
It's also like 800 calories, so that's why.
Boy, that shit's delicious.
Well, I don't.
And again, they lather that thing in mayonnaise.
It is number 4. That's pretty high on. I mean, just look at the other side. How many other chicken sandwiches are better than that?
I don't get mayonnaise on a sandwich, so I'm good.
See, and that's the thing about it, because like number 3, see the original chicken sandwich from not KFC, from Burger King reminds me of like the chicken patty sandwich you get in grade school. Like that's what it reminds me of.
It's the pink slime.
Yeah. Like that to me is like no.
Like I worked at Burger King and I don't remember making anything but burgers. Like I don't remember prepping chicken or prepping fish. in a day.
Oh, yeah. That sandwich is
That
terrible.
sounds.
I hate.
Yeah,
I
that just
despise
sounds
that
bad.
sandwich.
I did.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
The list is accurate. I mean, I just don't see how the big fish sandwich from Burger King is the worst thing. Like, it's a
But
fish sandwich.
the only thing I could think of is because they lather it in mayonnaise. Like that's it. Because the filet of fish is the same way, right?
Yeah.
Except McDonald's, like they have portion control in the science of how they actually put sandwiches together. You go to Burger King, it could be like a dab of mayonnaise or an
Mhm.
entire cup.
Which the thing that shocks me is like the healthiest sandwiches have no fish sandwiches at all.
Mm.
huh?
So how
Yeah.
people that go to these restaurants, go to fast food restaurants, and think that they're doing the right thing by getting the big fish or the fish fillet or whatever, are they
You're
really doing anything worthwhile? Does it matter?
That is actually pretty insane because when you think about it, the KFC, the classic chicken sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
like that being number 9. And then the next up from that is a grilled chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see how that works.
Mm.
Yeah. So this is a. I see.
To the right,
I
1
see
to
Mark.
10 one-way ticket to the pot.
Yeah, you go straight to But this is my thing. Right? This is my take on how polarizing Jack in the Box is. Jack in the Box has the healthiest and the second most unhealthiest sandwiches on the list.
Oh man, they cover it. They are
Like,
covered in the
it's like
game.
you could be real good or you could be real bad.
Yep.
There's no in between.
Wow.
Between two, it's like I'm like, bro.
I am a little surprised that Taco Bell's not on here.
Taco Bell is actually
Well, it's
from a
sandwiches
study-
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Taco
these
Bell
are
has
just sandwiches. Yeah, these are just fast food sandwiches.
Oh, Taco Bell be
doesn't
1 through 5.
have- Taco Bell doesn't have sandwiches, and to be
I mean,
honest
well,
with
I
you,
mean, I don't know. I mean,
they
I mean,
are
could-
one
could-
of the
could-
healthier. They are one of the healthier restaurants.
could we argue that a quesadilla is not a sandwich?
I'm not
Just
doing this.
saying.
I'm not doing this. It's like
Rich, are you one of those people that think a hot dog's a sandwich?
that's what I'm saying. There's a hot dog, a sandwich, or a
It's not
sub.
the
Rich, don't,
I mean-
Rich, don't do this. Rich, don't.
Is it?
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Is a hot dog, a sandwich, or a sub?
I mean, you know, let's think about this. Like,
No, let's not. It's not a sandwich because the bread is connected. To be honest with you, a hot dog is a taco.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not.
Brian just wanted he wanted to confuse everybody, which is why he said that.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did just there.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say this though, like a quesadilla is a Mexican grilled cheese.
Quesadilla? No.
Okay.
I'm trying really hard, Rich. I'm trying really hard, Rich.
No.
I was gonna let you cook on it, but apparently Brian said no. We're not gonna.
I can't.
Refuse.
What? I'm just saying. Like
Refuse.
what's the difference in process? I mean,
Tortillas.
slice versus shredded, tortilla versus bread.
Tortillas are corn, and bread is wheat.
Okay.
And there you go.
Is that it? Well, you also have flour based tortillas, right?
God damn it, Rich.
A quesadilla is not a grilled cheese. A hot dog is not a sandwich.
So what is a hot dog then? What is a hot dog?
It's more of a
really have this
sub.
conversation.
It's more of a sub than anything.
But a sub is a sandwich.
A sub is not a sandwich.
Brian, you walked into that one, man.
Yeah,
no,
God damn it.
no, you can't sell
Come
that
on
one.
in.
A hot dog, like I said, a hot dog is more of a taco than anything.
Yeah, but
Bread is connected. On the back
tacos. Okay.
I hate y'all.
I'm just saying.
I
It's like
I'm gonna sit back and let this one happen because I don't know.
Is cereal a soup?
No. Perhaps.
Now you got me thinking about that one, Rich.
Shit.
I mean, outside of hot, but I mean, you have cold soups. So I mean,
yeah, there's.
I mean,
We're
a
really
broth.
We really just
Nick, you
went
just,
left with this.
you just gonna leave Aubrey up there, just hanging
Yeah,
out.
I am. Just for a moment.
Where have we gone?
am.
Where have we gone?
These are the questions that keep people up at night.
Yeah,
I mean,
are. They are.
Somebody's asking them. And
These are the questions that
they ain't
lead
get
to
answer.
insomnia. But yeah, the healthier sandwich thing is shocking to me. I would have thought it would have been more cold cut
grilled
sandwiches, cold cut sandwiches, things like that.
But see, but cold cuts aren't really good for you anyway. Like they're
process.
Yeah, the process, nitrates, salt, all that together.
Preservatives, all that good shit.
Yeah, so let's put a magnifying glass on the other chains that's not up there, because if Starbucks made the worth of one of the unhealthiest, that means they ain't got nothing good on the healthy side as far as anything.
Every sandwich Starbucks serves is in a plastic wrapper
because they microwave the hell out of it,
and they microwave it.
Yeah,
they're not prepping food back in Subway.
Yeah,
no, they are not.
Starbucks. So you have no reason to get any sandwich from Starbucks.
No,
man. Listen, what sandwiches
you got to lump Dunkin' Donuts in there too.
It's this croissant thing that's at Starbucks. It's good, but it's like 500 calories.
Yeah.
That's a double smoked bacon croissant.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's good and it's expensive, but nah. Like I saw the calorie count and I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. Not again. Did that one time and like, you know what?
Yeah. So nothing you get from Starbucks is healthy because it's all preserved. It's all full of preservatives, and it's just it's not good. It's not good for you.
Right?
Does that include the drinks too?
Yeah, the drinks is just fucking sugar.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, that lemonade they got it's good, but that is sweet.
The double smoked bacon, cheddar, and egg sandwich is what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is.
And that shit is amazing.
It is. You can't lie. It is. It's great.
Yeah, it is great,
man.
But it will fucking kill you. It will kill you. But yeah, everything that they serve is in a sandwich bag.
Yeah. So like I say, you gotta think about. All right, well, Panera, nothing's good. Apparently, they ain't got nothing healthy. They ain't got nothing good. McAllister's. What else? What else is it considered?
But but do they count? Are they counting like those like fast casual spots as the same thing as like a fast food spot?
You would think so.
Well,
what's fast casual?
The only thing is though they do have Subway on there, so I think the only.
That's fair.
Subway counts as fast casual.
Oh, you know what? Because I was gonna say, well, what about drive? Like, does it have to have a drive-through? Because I know Panera has a drive-through. Subway can have a drive-through.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, you're right. I do wonder what like got them to this list.
It'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear the criteria. What meets this and what doesn't. Yeah, I would agree.
Because Arby's ain't on there.
Oh God.
Oh, we know they sandwiches ain't. Boy.
Is it bad for you though? It's all cooked
meat. I was so upset with Arby's. Yeah.
Shout out to the 5 people keeping Arby's open.
Hey man, I'm one of those 5, I guess.
And at one point, I had no problem with Arby's because, of course, they advertise that they have the different types of meat. No, and so
we have the meat.
And that was one of the few places that you could get turkey, aside from Subway or Firehouse, right? So I was like, all right, cool, I'll get a turkey slider. till I actually saw what they did with the. I don't know how they prepared the turkey, but when I saw they actually just nuked it in the microwave, I was like, well, shit, I ain't paying y'all $3 for a goddamn sandwich y'all put in the microwave. Come on, man.
Well, the question now at this point is: are microwaves as detrimental or as dangerous as they used to be?
They never really were. I mean, before we get into a giant science lesson, microwaves really just don't have that kind of radiation that people talk about. That's not really a thing.
Mhm.
It's fine. Because if you think about it, all microwaves do is accelerate water particles within food, right? So it's just they're just vibrating them at a certain frequency, and boop, there you go, your food's heated.
Mhm.
So it's not really it's not that kind of thing, right? Now I think the bigger question is most of the food you're eating just being microwaved? And that probably is yes.
But if it's not doing any harm to you, then why does it matter?
Because you know how as terrible as it sounds, microwaves are a convenience item that you have in your home. Like that's what it's designed to do, right? So in most people's mind, so to Mobile's point, if you go to a restaurant and you see that they literally just nuked this sandwich that you just got, and you spent twice the amount that it would cost if you literally just went to Walmart and got the exact same ingredients, you're like, man, this is some BS. I could have done this at the house. And I think it's more of a value proposition than it being like the fact that it's actually microwave. Because you'll be surprised, most of the things you eat probably honestly are microwaves. Like, for example, anything you get at Starbucks, like you just mentioned, like that is definitely being microwave. They put in that foil bag and it crisps it a little bit, just so it conceals the lie a little bit longer. But that's about it.
Huh. I don't know, and I've always thought, wondered about that, like how bad are microwaved foods for you? I'm pretty sure there's studies out there, and I'm pretty sure there's somebody with a 81-page thesis on it. But
I mean, any form of heat is some type of radiation, regardless of how you look at it. It's just I mean, if let's look at it. Let's take it a step further. If you want to look at like how the food is prepared, I mean, if you eat anything that's got a char to it, technically that's adding carcinogens to your body, which is a cancer-causing thing. We still go to barbecues regardless.
Yeah,
no one's
damn straight.
I went to a barbecue place.
That's barbecue, bro. I do that.
Yeah, you want a glizzy with a little bit that extra like wrinkle to it.
Now about barbecue again, we talk about like pulled pork, and we ain't talking about no hamburgers, hot dogs. When I say barbecue, I want to point that out now. I can't stand. So we want to have a barbecue. I go over there, they got burgers and hot dogs. That ain't no barbecue.
So no, that's grilling. Yes.
That's good.
Now see, this is that is a regional situation there now.
Well, it's South, some Midwest do it too. It just depends. If barbecue is a staple of your eating, or what you have, then that's the difference. But if you say I got barbecue, I expect to see some type of pulled pork or some ribs. Don't come up with no hamburger. Well, let me be quiet.
Right. Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm getting triggered again. I'm sorry, y'all.
We barbecuing. Ain't no barbecue sauce no way near this motherfucker, but we was barbecuing. Okay.
The fuck you are. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm triggered again.
It's all regional. It's all regional dialects and different kinds of things for different people. Which is what makes this country a fucking great place to be. We have our issues. We have our issues, but I swear I love the people.
We are more alike than we are different.
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. Some of them are not like us.
Not like us. Not like us. Are the NFL playoffs still going on, or are we settled on who's going to be at the Super Bowl by now?
Oh no,
Pittsburgh's out. Don't worry. Yeah, there's another round happening this weekend.
Okay.
Oh man, sports.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on at the Super Bowl. I mean,
we still got two more rounds before you know who's in the Super Bowl.
You got two things that you look forward to at the beginning of the year. You got Super Bowl and you got WrestleMania.
So neither one of those resonate for me.
I know.
I would agree, Ryan.
Yeah. But, you know, we look forward to certain things around here.
I'm just saying, you know. I mean, this year is a little different because, you know, Marvel has a movie actually coming out.
Yeah.
Please
well,
be
mobile's
good.
moment. We got a mobile.
Please be
What movie's coming out?
Captain America.
Oh yeah, they could really screw the pooch with that one.
Yes,
they sure could.
They absolutely could.
It makes you nervous, man. It makes you fucking nervous. Like you're invested in this fucking. You're invested in this group of movies, and then they got this thing coming out with some of the same people that they've been dealing with. And then what the fuck happens?
It's nah, man. It's not. It's well. Let me back up. It is that, but it's like you got Anthony Mackie, and this is his first like feature length thing for the masses, right? Because I know the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was an actual show, right?
Yeah.
But this is like his first mainstream outing. Yeah, like this needs to be at least good.
Yeah,
like. It just has to be. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the GOAT. Like I am not expecting Captain America: The Winter Soldier coming out of this. Like I'm not.
On that same vein, Mobile's moment kind of hits on what we're talking about now. What's the worst movie you have ever seen
in theaters, or just in period? Just period.
Just period. Yeah. Just period. Shit, and I mean, you can't be entertained. You can't be entertained at all about this movie. Not even
Nick, let's hit it. Nick, I know what you want to say. Let's do it.
Yeah, we got an idea what Nick's gonna say.
Nick, let's do it on 3. Let's just get it out. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. 1,
all right, let's go.
2, 3.
Black Panther.
Acrimony.
Acrimony.
Oh, that was about to be my one.
Yep.
No, but actually, though, I'm just kidding. Though. For me,
I haven't seen Acrimony.
I never saw Acrimony.
Don't.
You went to the theaters to see it, didn't you, Rich?
I absolutely don't. No,
that was bad. That was a bad idea. I would have told you that.
That was easily one of the worst movies I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And my man did a press tour talk about, oh, we filmed it in 5 days. The shit looked like it. Like, and I mean,
that was Tyler, right?
Like, yes, it absolutely was.
Yeah.
That was the movie that I honestly lost my respect for him as like a filmmaker, because he legitimately, and let me not say as a film, let me not say I lost as a filmmaker. Let me rephrase that.
He threw that
shit yeah, like because it's like, you know, the man is talented, right? To get to where he is, like you can't deny that fact, right? But
deny.
Come, you know, it's almost like Nick's gonna hate me for saying this, but like he's an auteur of some sort, just like Michael Bay is, regardless of how you feel about him. Like there is something about, because I mean, at the end of the day, he turns a profit somehow.
Yeah.
In
Dead clock syndrome.
No, because think about it. All 5 Transformers movies that he did grossed over $500 million. All of
Drake. So all of Drake's albums gone platinum.
I mean, that's fair, but still, like, but there's something that people keep coming back for. But again, back to that movie in particular, like that. I've never seen a movie where it's like you could tell it was green screen at any point in the film where they were outside, like stuff like that. Or like it was just so bad.
Yeah, it was bad, and I can honestly say I sometimes I get blinded by the actors and actresses that's in movies, and that's what they tried to do. They tried to blind me with one, and I'm like,
with Taraji in it.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it's like you had some faith in there, right? You were like, you know what? Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
And it's like as you watch it, you're like, this gets worse every second
Mm,
that you watch it.
mm.
yeah.
I'll give another one. I will say the worst movie. I would say the worst movie I saw in theaters was Acrimony. So I did see that in theaters. I'll honestly have to say Transformers: The Last Night might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like I
It was
remember.
bad. It was bad
Because I remember Arlene and I went to go see, and that's the only movie I've taken someone to and literally said, "I am sorry you had to sit through that."
I think I did go see that at the theaters.
Yeah, that was.
I did not.
And it was
because-
at the point the movie was happening.
They say,
The
nah,
movie
you
was
ain't
happening.
you
The
ain't get
movie was
me.
going on. The movie was going
I said, you
on.
seen the first one. Nah, you ain't
And
get
then
me.
at a
buddy.
point in that movie, it was going on. And I'm like, what the absolute fuck direction are they going?
No. After Age of Extinction, I said no more for me. So I saw like 3 or 4 years later on HBO. Nope.
Yeah,
You were not getting no money from me. I learned my lesson. Go back to why all those things sold millions, Rich. At least for I kept trying. Okay, you know what? Maybe it'll be better this time. Maybe it'll be better this time. After the fourth one, I said nope.
That is an abusive relationship.
I will
And I got out of it.
and I'll be honest with you, like the first movie was, okay. The second movie, it's like that's rose-colored glasses, right? Because you look at it and it's like there were cool things that happened. There were just scenes in that movie. There was no story. All right. The third movie, I'll be honest with you, I feel the same way about that movie as I do Rogue One. Like the first half of the movie, I could do without it completely. The second half is great. And then the fourth movie happens, and it's like, you had ideas here, and I want to see where this goes.
Age of Extinction
was the
That
fourth
was it for
one.
me. With Mark Wahlberg. That was it.
And it was that one. And it's like, you had ideas here, but let's see where this goes. And the fifth movie happens. You're like, nope. Bad idea.
Yeah, that was the last night.
I didn't even let them didn't even take that chance. So y'all not gonna get me again.
At that point, when you make a part 5 of the same series, you're just trying to squeeze that last couple dollars out of people's pockets. You don't care about the story. You don't give a shit about where you're going.
I will say I would absolutely agree with you, but Fast and the Furious somehow did it.
Yes, that's the exception.
That fifth movie. So I saw I saw the first movie.
That's arguably the best one.
They brought it back, yes.
And then I went and saw the sixth movie, and I was like, yo, this is good. And then I went back and watched the fifth movie, like, yo, this is great. So then that's how they got me for 7.
See,
and I was like,
the fifth one rejuvenated that franchise for better or for worse. That fifth
absolutely.
one is yes,
great.
Yeah, let's be honest. After Tokyo Drift, that one it was going downhill fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then now,
but then where are you now? Because you got Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, Fate of the Furious, F9, and Fast X.
It should have stopped at 7.
At this point, it's just
yes, with Paul.
Okay.
Yes,
Hey,
that's what it stopped.
Since we're talking about it, they need to go ahead and do this next one because these characters are getting older and ain't no telling how. I mean, we gotta just be frank here. Ain't no telling.
Let's be honest. They sitting down driving. It's not an age thing. You just got to be able to push a button.
I don't know, man.
Actually, they got it in. Nah, man, they doing something.
You're just sitting down driving unless you just can't remember where you.
And granted, what was that?
Huh?
Which one was it that they went in 9? They went in space? Like, bro,
That was 8.
8. That was 8. Shit,
Yeah,
what was 9?
No, I thought it was 9. I thought 9 was when it went.
Yeah,
in space.
I thought that was 9.
Really?
So
10.
Fast
They
X
got wrong. Okay.
Fast X Part 2 is the 2025 one.
Oh, you're right. That is
Okay.
9.
So
That's right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Sorry.
City went to space.
Yeah.
yeah,
F9
nah.
was 2021. Fast X was 2023.
You're
And
right.
then Fast X Part 2 is 2025, which is
they gotta
11.
hurry up
I
and
don't
get
know
that
why
out
they
there.
just didn't say 11 instead of Fast Part 2.
Yeah, they just got to hurry up and get that out there because, bro, Ludacris ain't getting younger.
No, he's not.
Vin Diesel is in his 60s now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked when I actually saw it.
No, he's
Wow.
not. Is he really?
Bruh, I look it up, please.
How
Look,
old
Vin
is
Diesel.
Vin?
Vin Diesel is not in his
Vin
50s.
Diesel is 57. He's
Bruh.
pushing 60,
It's
but he's 57.
By the time that
makes it no better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get that movie out because
Yeah.
I don't want
And then
to.
they just went on
I
this
don't want to see
whole.
Fast 12 and he's actually 63. Like, bro, I can't believe you. I can't believe you.
Man,
What are you
Hollywood
doing?
finds something that works, and
And
they
they will
will milk it until somebody dies on set.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then they'll get Wiz Khalifa to make a song about it, and then they'll keep milking it. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
That
I
was-
can't
that
help but the things I say sometimes.
Hmm.
But then they went on the whole Hobbs and Shaw offshoots and shit.
All right. So
So-
we said Acrimony, The Last Night.
Mhm. I don't know what I would think would be
Yeah.
the worst movie I've ever seen. Ever seen? Ever seen? Shit.
like straight up torture that if you tried to if it was on, you were like, no, I can't.
you,
up.
you just cut the TV off.
Yeah, just straight up. Just
Anything Tyler Perry has made, pretty much almost.
I can't.
yeah, I can't say anything.
The
I can't say
reunion thing,
anything.
he had Cicely Tyson clap her hands and shit at the table. That movie was horrible.
But you haven't seen Acrimony, so
I haven't seen Acrimony. I have not.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
so I got two.
Masters of the Universe.
You say you got two.
Wait, I got two. I never saw that movie, but the two that stand out to me. One is Pearl Harbor. Speaking of Michael Bay,
that's like.
and you know what's bad if you go to see something for free and you walk out of the theater.
God
And
damn.
Damn.
And then no, that's not Pearl Harbor. Now I paid money, unfortunately, for Pearl Harbor, but the Fighting Temptation. Do you remember that movie?
Fighting Temptations.
Yes, it had Cuba Gooding Jr. Alfred was in it, but I saw it at the Russell House Theater.
Oh, that's the
and I
Beyonce
walked
movie.
out. And I walked out. It's
that's
for
why I
free at the
went
Russell
there.
House Theater.
Beyonce is
I
in
want-
that.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
I want to see it for free.
Let me add one.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Let me add one in there. Honey was horrible.
I
That
never
one,
saw Honey.
I would definitely.
Honey came out around the same time as Geely did. Like they were putting out these horrible fucking movies.
Bruh,
I think Honey and
No.
Geely came out the same time.
I don't know.
Honey
Yeah, but
movie. That was 2003.
yeah, that was definitely horrible. They thought they tried to sell Jessica Alba as the
And
next.
Geely was 2004. Jessica Alba is a horrible actress. Like she is a horrible actress. She will
They
ruin
tried to sell her.
a fucking movie, which is
Yeah, she
probably
was
why
bad.
Fantastic Four failed.
Uh,
There you go. There you go. One of my worst movies I've ever seen. Fantastic Four. Pick which one you want to. Either one.
Which one? Wait, hold on. What's the one with Michael B. Jordan?
So, Fant Four Stick.
Because that's the worst one.
Both of them were horrible.
No,
No, there's
not that.
no,
No.
no.
The one Michael B. Jordan that came out like I don't know.
They
You
gave
think the
Jessica
Michael
Alba
B.
2 of
Jordan one was worse than the first one?
Yes, it had no action. Yes, it was,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
hot
There, it
garbage.
was. That was a
There was literally no action in that movie. It was awful.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a very the first two. Well, I won't say the first two, but the original two. They're like these campy early 2000s
bad.
superhero
Yes,
those are
movies.
bad.
They
Yeah,
can't
bad.
be, but you can
Yeah.
find there's some things that were offensively bad with those movies. That one, the one that came out 10 years ago, whatever it was,
yeah.
that was someone
You know,
put a turd in the punch
hey,
bowl.
But let's also say this though, right? Anyone who becomes the Human Torch winds up doing great things. So we have to also say that too.
Touche. I'll give you credit for that one. Yeah,
Mm.
because
I would agree with that.
There is that
Really?
movie,
I-
that
that kind of-
season, that series, that intellectual property is cursed.
Bruh, which is why they put RDJ back in it.
That movie
yes.
is not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. I'm sorry. It's gonna be bad.
That is probably
alright.
the yeah.
So they better have RDJ in the new Fantastic Four that's coming out in December. 'Cause
Yeah,
if he
he's
ain't in
doing
it,
Well,
Yeah.
no, he's not the main villain in the movie.
Dude,
but he got to be in it. He got to be in it though.
I've read something I won't say, but
Yeah, but I remember hearing that Galactus is going to be the main villain.
It's Galactus. Yeah, Galactus is the main villain. But
still,
they said,
Who's playing Galactus? IMDb.
a white
I
guy.
don't know, but they in order to revive it, you gotta at least include build up.
Yes, he will be. Suppose he'll have a small part,
very very small part. Yeah.
Yes, I don't want to say too much what I've read, but yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so what? Man, we spoilers here.
Damn, they got John Malkovich is in this thing. Okay. I like John Malkovich.
I do. I know we were talking about bad movies, but this makes me think about with the whole MCU thing. It's like where they are now. They are getting actors who people know. Like there's name recognition being attached to these projects.
Yeah. That's the bad part because they need to know how to create superstars again. They did it beginning with Marvel. They did it, with
everybody.
Iron Man.
Yeah, they did it with Iron Man. They did it with Guardians of the Galaxy. None of those. Nobody in Guardians of the Galaxy was a big name.
Except arguably, but arguably you could say initially the biggest name they had arguably was Terrence Howard.
That's correct.
In Guardians,
just came off of getting Oscar.
No.
Right.
MCU. When he first started, he
was
arguably the biggest name they had,
and they got rid of his ass.
I do wonder about that.
I still want to know how that happened. Like, what was the story behind that?
What I heard was paid.
Explained it. Yeah,
I heard it was paid because he was getting paid more than Robert Downey initially, and then he got the increase Downey, and he won. That's kind of I don't know the full details, but is that something you've heard, Rich, about pay?
Pretty much, or like they cut for him to return. They gave RDJ a whole bunch more money, and they cut his salary back. And he was like
innocent, and he got residuals too.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't want to do that. So that's how you stupid, and that's why he was gone. I do, but I sometimes I do wonder, man. It's like because that 1 + 1 was that 2 + 2 = 1 or whatever his like new math teriology, whatever it is. Like I wonder if that was ever a factor.
The whole Scientology thing that he was following, that he's doing.
Yeah,
is it Scientology?
No, it's Terrynomics or something like that.
The dude named Ralph Ineson is playing Galactus.
Ralph Ineson.
You'll know him if you saw him. But
again, that's a voice. Like they could have had anybody. Like that's the other thing.
Well, he has a very distinctive voice. It's one of those. It's one of those British hackney, choppy, deep voices.
Oh, okay. I recognize him a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in
Ralph Ineson. Okay.
The Creator, which was a great movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy before. Yeah.
Anybody else got any shotgun topics? Anything they want to get off their chest? Anything they want to say real quick before we get up out of here?
Not today.
Not today. All right.
We'll be back. You know what? I do have one last thing.
Okay.
And this is again because we mentioned Transformers earlier. It's just I don't know if y'all have seen like all of the animated movie things that have come out about like regarding the Academy Awards and whatnot and what have been nominated. Transformers won again. It somehow just seems that it's not part of that thing, and people are now thinking it's a conspiracy because Mufasa is thrown into that a lot of these categories. But yes, or it is fascinating because even for I can't remember what award it was for, but it was regarding voice acting, and Lupita Nyong'o was nominated for
Wild Robot.
The Wild Robot. And there were 2 roles in Mufasa that got nominated, and then the woman who is the voice of anxiety in Inside Out, right? So you got 2 Disney films, one of which has 2 roles
I'll
nominated
be
for
right
being
back.
nominated for voice acting, and come to find out, it's like Brian Tyree Henry, like he did that in that movie, and it's like the recognition is not coming
Yeah,
at all for him, and it's
it
just
just kills me.
it hurts. Like, is he like he was probably the one role where I was like, I don't know if that'll work. And
And it worked.
man,
It worked, yes, it
perfectly.
did. I
And
keep telling this to Rich. That movie got me back into the movies, the Transform movies, and that
and they went out to another, and
That's sad.
that might be the end of it.
yeah.
Oh man,
That's wild.
hurts. Like Brian Tyree Henry like deserves all the flowers for playing that part, and it's just like no one is really giving him any sort of credit for that specific role. So it's just, I don't know, man. Like it's bringing up the conspiracy that people think that with voice acting, not voice acting, but like for the Academy Awards, like how things get nominated, like Disney is funneling money to like, make sure that, there's more consideration on their side. I'm not saying they're paying people per se, but
yeah, because actually when you think about it, yeah, I don't like mouse. But when you think about it, well, if they get nominations and awards and accolades for it, then they'll spark another wave of people who hadn't seen it. Like, oh, well, let me go back and watch this. This won a supporting actor of the, yada yada yada. So it's like, oh, all right, well,
right.
I can see that. I can actually see that.
Mm-hmm. It would get another set of legs. And the only other thing that I want to mention is I finished Skeleton Crew, the Star Wars show that's on Disney Plus. Yeah. Yes, it stuck the landing. It is the 3rd best thing that Disney has put out since they've bought the franchise.
Okay.
So
what's the other ones besides Andor?
All right. So for me personally,
right,
Andor is number 1. The Last Jedi. The Last
Okay.
Jedi is number 2, and then Skeleton Crew is 3.
Okay.
Mando, to be honest with you, I think.
Well, the first season I actually like.
The first season is great, and then because let's just be honest, Mando is basically, that first season is pretty much what you expected Boba Fett to be with a different paint job. That's it.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And then season 2 is basically Marvel's phase 2, where you had to bring in a reference to the other thing because you're setting up all the other stuff. And then you just name drop the entire season. And then the 3rd season, I'll be honest with you, I know they go to Mandalore and stuff happens, but I pretty much forgot. So
I have not finished it.
So yeah, so I can't like, that show to me, I think, got in its own way once it became more relevant. Like, it was good when there was just stuff happening that was on the periphery of Star Wars. And then they started bringing in like Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker. And like when they started doing all of that is when the show started to really I started to lose interest in it. At that point. But yeah, and I would highly recommend that show. Like, it is, and my favorite character in that show, honestly, is I want to make sure that I don't want to spoil it, because if y'all haven't seen it, but Jude Law's character, I haven't really liked him in anything that he's done, but I think the charisma that he plays in this role, like, it works completely, and I think he's great. So yeah, definitely worth seeing.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Keep that in mind. Anybody else? All right. We'll be back next Thursday with more topics, more things to talk about, more things that you can sit here and pontificate on. Thank you so much for allowing us to keep you.
Hope something does not happen during the inauguration.
Yeah. Pray for safety. Pray for America.
Yes.
Are we?
Yes. Because you got to remember,
we live here. This is where my stuff is.
I don't want the plane to crash while I'm on it. Mm-mm.
Exactly. Yeah. But all right, y'all, we're gonna holler at you next week. Peace. Sing a song, Mobile.
I don't
Started
want to
from
sing
the
a song.
bottom.
I